are 572-0383 and 572-0215. Rev-Up St. Lucia, the alpha of radio.
Up next, hard drive with the compliments of JJ's Paradise, Rambali's Funeral Parlor, and Joseph Shipping Agency. Joseph Shipping Agency, the only agency in St. Lucia with 24 hours efficient service. When everyone else is asleep, we are awake. Call Joseph Shipping Agency at 484-8888. That's 484-8888. At JJ's Paradise, we are now offering day pass specials for adults at a cost of $75 BC and children $45 BC, which includes pool access, one free drink, lunch buffet style, and dessert ice cream. Children over 12 years will pay the adult price. Book a room for an additional $165 from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 721-7693, 721-7693, and book a day pass at JJ's Paradise. Towels are not provided.
In moments of loss, finding comfort and support is essential. At Rambali's Funeral Parlor, we understand that every life is unique, and honoring that life is our mission. Our dedicated team is here to guide you through every step, offering personalized services that reflect the cherished memories of your loved one. From traditional funerals to modern celebrations of life, we provide a range of options tailored to your family's wishes. Whether it's a simple service or an elaborate tribute, we ensure every detail is handled with care. Let us help you create a meaningful farewell, honoring the legacy of your loved one. To learn more about our services, call 758-452-2021 Castries, 758-454-9239 Viewfort. Visit us at www.ramballysfuneral.com. Rambali's Funeral Parlor, where memories are cherished and love is everlasting.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night to our listeners and to our viewers in St. Lucia and across the globe, especially those of you checking us out on Facebook, on YouTube, on X, and also on DBS Television. Just like to apologize for the late start. That's because Tony is running a little late, so that got us a little confused. And, between shows, etc., and setting up, so it takes a little while. So we just apologize for the late start, right? So Tony may be here shortly or longly.
But he'll definitely be here, that's for sure.
Yeah, at some point.
At some point,
yeah. At some point. So, how are you doing, Keena?
I'm doing great, actually. How about you? Good morning, Andre Paul. Good morning to our listeners and viewers on X, YouTube, Facebook. It's always great to have our listeners and viewers. They're so amazing.
Yes, they certainly are.
So amazing.
They certainly are. It's interesting, the little comments that they make.
Yeah.
When they chime in.
When they chime in, yes. It's always something that either gets you, puts a smile on your face, or makes you feel good.
Or gets you mad too. That does happen.
Ever so often, yes.
All right, so let's just say a big thank you to our sponsors, Rambali's Funeral Parlor, JJ's Paradise, and of course, Joseph Shipping Agency. The Tomaso bread place. By the way, Yaslin said she made the pilau, the chicken pilau yesterday. All done.
Oh, wow.
All
Yaslin,
done.
what do you put in that pilau?
The same thing.
She's cooking with love, right?
The same thing KFC puts in there.
In the chicken?
Yeah.
I think hers is better. Whatever it is, I think it's love.
But on the issue of the KFC, there's something about that chicken that just calls you, It's just
irresistible.
You ever drive past the an outlet?
Tell me about it. The smell alone.
It's just like it's calling you.
But I haven't had it in a long time, though.
Me too.
I made a conscious decision to stay away from it, and I haven't.
Really?
Yeah. It's irresistible.
It's true. It's really true.
Yeah, so I made a conscious decision to stay away for a while.
Yeah. And of course, I always say KFC, they run things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
on island,
you see the number of vehicles. I mean, they'd be parked.
That line.
Waiting on line, blocking other traffic just to get to that chicken.
That fast food, something about KFC, whatever they're doing, it truly works.
So, Yaslin doing something similar.
Oh, very much so. Very much so for her chicken pilau too.
Yeah, every time.
Every time.
But apparently, some Solutions love pilau. Apparently,
yeah, man. Pilau.
What's so great about it?
It's everything together. There's something about rice and peas and chicken. You know, you have all in one bowl or plate, and it's filling. You know, for some individuals, they just love it. Either pilau, bouillon, or a one pot.
Yeah, there's something about the rice and peas.
Yes, there's something about the rice and peas.
Yeah, maybe.
St. Lucians do love rice.
I wonder that goes back. Yeah, I'm just going to say something crazy. I wonder that goes back to slavery days.
No.
Maybe this is what slaves were being fed. You know, the rice and the peas.
And the peas.
What
back
they
in
thought
the
was
day,
the bare minimum. Yeah.
Yeah.
But peas, that's very good.
And still, even right here in St. Lucia, I think it's one of the VAT exempt items. Peas and beans. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
And you get a lot from it as well. You get so much from just peas and beans.
Yeah, almost like magic, right?
Yeah.
Almost like magic.
Yes.
You put them, set them in the pot. It looks like it just creates more.
That's the magic of peas and beans and rice. Yes.
So,
Create so much more.
Yeah, I just asked a stupid question. I wonder if it goes back to the days of slavery
I
and
guess
so on.
we'll have to do some research. You might be onto something.
We
Let me double check.
we have some stuff to talk about concerning slavery. We'll get to that in just a minute. But let's just talk today right now about the Tomaso bread place. Today on display it will be stewbacks.
Stewbacks, my
Stewbacks?
favorite with the bum bum.
The bum bum wall. Yeah, so stewbacks today, saltfish, ground provisions, pink beans, tossed salad, and cucumber salad.
Okay, I changed my mind on the stewback. She has saltfish.
You like that even more?
Saltfish with what? What it comes with? Ground provision?
Yeah, the ground provisions.
Oh, my word.
Exactly. And all that stuff. The
Oh,
tossed salad
jeez,
and then the
man.
cucumber salad, all that, I imagine.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah, and she makes a nice cucumber salad, as a matter of fact. Yeah, she really, really does. Yeah, so
Yeah.
she's a good cook. Very, very good. Yeah.
Top chef, Yaslin. Top chef.
So don't forget, Tomaso bread place today, stewbacks. So you have your choices, up to you. Saltfish, ground provisions, pink beans, tossed salad, and cucumber salad.
If I had my choice today, it would be saltfish with ground provisions and tossed salad.
Yeah, all right, good stuff.
Yeah.
So don't forget, of course, the usual Seamos flavors, coconut, ginger, peanut, and peanut punch, and regular Seamos with flaxseed and chia seeds. Yeah,
The
but you know,
healthy stuff.
the favorite, everybody loves the peanut. The peanut.
There's something about peanut and peanut punch and anything with peanut in it. I
Yeah,
just love.
yeah. Maybe
It tastes
it's
differently.
creamy. Maybe it's creamy sort of
rich.
taste.
Yeah.
It's rich. Yeah, that's
Yes,
right. That's
so,
right.
So it's different.
Another
It
good
gives
point.
the Seamos a little slightly different taste, you know, smooth.
Right,
Seamos
smooth
is already
as well.
smooth, but
Yeah.
it adds this extra umph.
Yeah.
It's
And you know
right.
the way Yaslin makes it, there's no residue.
Oh.
You know, sometimes you buy the stuff and when it goes, the last part of the
Part
drink,
of it has a little bit of.
you can feel the grits, not with us.
Oh.
Smooth all the
Oh,
way.
wow.
All the
Okay,
way.
Yaslin is definitely onto something.
Yeah.
I wonder if she could sell it on a bigger scale, but that's going to be a lot to do, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, put in the supermarket shelves and so on, export.
Well, she needs to know how to preserve it.
Oh, okay.
And that seems to be the world's best kept secret. It's true.
Maybe Export St. Lucia can help in that regard.
I think she tried there already,
Okay.
and they have to refer you to somebody else who may know. Who may know.
Not consumers,
You go and
I can't remember.
you try
Manufacturers or
googling
something.
it. Try googling it. You can't get anything.
Oh,
It's like
wow.
the world's best kept secret how to preserve the Seamos. So you put it on the shelf there, and it can stay there for weeks and months and so on.
Even when you make Seamos gel and you put it in the refrigerator, you have to be so careful to not use any of the spoon with it. The spoon has to be clean.
Imagine
the
that.
moment you use it and it has any residue of anything on it, it's going to turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you have to be so careful with Seamos.
Alrighty. How are your friends doing? The ones who brought me the movie.
They're doing great, actually. Enjoying St. Lucia. It's been a little while since they visited, so they're doing great. You know.
You grew up with her, right?
Yeah, we spent a lot of summers together. That's our thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot her name. What's her name again?
Joanna Badu,
Okay.
but I know her as Gemma.
So is Bidu her Christian name, or that's her marriage name?
Marital name,
Okay.
yeah.
Because it's kind of Bidu.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes all the way back again,
Yeah.
back in the day of the Venezuelan. This Bidu gentleman, I think he was fighting alongside St. Lucian, I think there's a very famous St. Lucian who's fighting alongside with him and so on. Yeah, they got some history there.
At least you know what it is.
Yeah, something like that. Something
which
like
is
that.
Definitely good.
Okay. All right. Anything you want to mention before we move on?
I was reading a story just yesterday. A Grenadian national who was actually in hiding. He was shot in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and guess where he took refuge? He was close enough to the police station when it happened, and he ran in the police station for help.
Say that again. What was he doing?
He was on the run. He committed a crime and he was on the run. A Grenadian national.
On the run?
In St. Vincent.
In St. Vincent.
Right? And apparently something happened. He was shot. He took a refuge at the police station in St. Vincent. I was like, whoa, okay. So interesting.
So he's running from the law and he ran towards the law.
I was like, yeah.
Life, boy, you see life.
I know, right?
When the time comes for you.
When the time comes sometimes.
Yeah, that's it. It's the end of the road. There's nothing much more you can do.
Nowhere else. I'm going to see. Y'all can't come get me there. I'm going to go right there. Okay.
Yeah. I look forward to that day when this guy is really prime minister, the current one.
It's now.
Yeah, I look forward to that day when he comes to the end of his rope and he can't go any further.
I think what you're saying over the last couple of weeks and months, that you're saying, you know what, he will be charged with war crimes.
Yeah, he's wanted in the Hague. He's actually wanted for using starvation as a weapon of war.
Yes.
And he's denying it, huh? He's denying it. He says there's no starvation. You've seen the pictures.
Yes,
you've seen the videos. Even Donald Trump.
The glimpse of it.
Even Donald Trump has said, hey, this is real starvation taking place.
And for Donald Trump to come out to say something like that, that's one of the most direct statements.
Yes, contradicting him directly, contradicting Netanyahu.
Yes, contradicting, yes.
I look for, honestly, I hope the good Lord gives me the breath of life so I can see it. I can see him in a court of law, right, where they're going to have him and he's going to be in the dock. And he has to explain himself.
You think he will? He'll just stay silent.
Well, maybe so.
Usually that's what happens. They're just
maybe
very
so. But they will sentence him, I imagine, at some point in time. I can't see. I mean, he's insisting on destroying Hamas completely, which is impossible. You cannot do that.
Well, he can't.
So in the meantime, he's going to, he's heading towards this goal now. He's killing a lot of innocent people, and that is the problem.
Well, he can't. If he can't get it one way, he's going the other route, which is starvation.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So he's trying everything. And the thing is that it just keeps backfiring on him. It doesn't work.
I'm just happy that world leaders are now stepping up, especially Trump. He was defending in the beginning, and for him to now step up, and that contradiction, that back and forth, speaks volumes. It's a significant move, actually.
I think he's probably under a lot of pressure as well.
Yes.
From inside his inner circle and so on, that this ain't looking good at all, because the people are going to turn against you if you don't do something about it. There's this rising tide of anger and angst against what's going on there. Yeah. People are saying, have you read about this other ship that went to deliver food and aid and medicine? There was the first one where you had Greta Thunberg. She was on that ship.
Yes, I remember that one.
Right, yeah. And they deported her.
Yes.
So now you had, and listen, these people who go on these ships, they are heavyweights, You see them there. These people are senators. These people are MPs. These people have high positions, right? Some of them are scientists. Some of them, and some are activists. So when these people go and do that, it's an embarrassment on their country. They say, "Look at us. Look at what we have to do," and you're not doing anything about it. So I just want to say before we move on, thank God to people like that who have a world view. Right? They don't see things in the little closed environment where they live. And you see me, that's none of my business. I'm not directly affected by it. So thank God we have those people in the world today. And by the way, there are two NGOs in Israel. I think one is called Beth Salam and another one, I forgot the other one's name. They came out yesterday. These are NGOs in Israel. And they said that Israel is committing genocide.
They have been.
So this is huge.
Yeah,
it's huge when your own people are saying that, because a lot of he keeps denying and saying they're not involved in genocide.
Yes.
But when you have your own people telling you that, amazing. These are what they call rights groups, and they're not being biased. They're being very, very honest and very fair in their assessment of what's going on. So they use the word genocide. This is serious, really, really serious. But just another quick question before we move on. Why do we not learn from the past? Why don't we learn from what has happened before, when people go down a particular road and see where that road has led? Why do we keep thinking that for some reason it's going to be different with us?
Because Exactly. You just actually hit the nail on the head. It's going to be different with me. My views are my views, and this is what I'm going to do about it. And I don't really care, and maybe it will be different with me, and nothing is going to happen, especially when you have
Power.
allies and you have power. So a lot of people use that to their advantage, thinking, you know what, I'm going to be in power forever and nothing is going to happen to me. But when that power is slowly taken away from you, it doesn't happen right away.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It does, and we've seen it happen time and time again. When it's sometimes the rug is just pulled beneath
Yes.
them, and everything collapses. Other times it's slowly taken away.
And the things that get them arrogant when they're supported by the army. Because sometimes the army loves them because they treat them well. They treat the army well. But then the army now turns against you. And this is where you begin to fall. I remember in the case of, what's his name again? This man there in Africa. Oh my God, I'm forgetting his name right now. He, it'll come to me. He was the president. Well, he overthrew the I think there was a king. I think, was there a king? He overthrew. Yeah, Libya. Libya, I'm just remembering now. Muammar Gaddafi. So that was in Libya. There was a king there, and he overthrew the king, if I'm not mistaken. And he was ruling there with an iron fist, basically for about close to 50 years.
50 years.
He was there for a long time, long time. So, of course, he had a good relationship with the army and so on. But when now people started rising, against his rule and saying, we've had enough of you. We've had enough of you and your family and so on. What happened was the army now turned against him. So now you got problems because who's going to protect you?
But
and that's the thing we're talking about.
Even with that and armies, right? A lot of the times, the individuals who are within the ranks of the army, they go through extreme pain. A lot of things happen. We don't see these things happening, but they feel the real consequences of actions if they oppose the leader.
Yes.
Right? So they don't have no choice. But just say more than one decide, you know what, we can't do this anymore, and they decide to step away. That's when it begins to collapse. The wall, the cracks are there already.
Yeah.
It just widens.
Because that's who gives you your protection.
Your protection.
Right? But they move away from you. And we've seen it happen in many countries.
Yeah.
Where the army actually turns. In fact, it gets to the point sometimes the people are demonstrating and so on. And it's like something happens in the psyche of these men and women. They just pull back.
Yeah.
It's strange. They just pull back. We have the people now surging at them, and they just pull back and allow you to do what you want to do. Because they realize,
They either realize one or two things. One, you know what? It's about time that we just allow it. We can't do this anymore. So I'm going to step aside.
And especially if you now, your conscience is bothering you.
Bothering you after a while.
This is not right. This is not right. So, Mr. Netanyahu, right now he thinks he's Mr. Powerful. He has the U.S. on his side. Once he has the U.S., he thinks he's good to go. But, life is very, very strange, and you don't know what's coming tomorrow.
And the more we keep saying that time and time again, and if people read the Bible and they know what God says about things of that sort,
yes,
He'll allow you. He'll give you the grace for change. Hey, you know what? I'm doing this and doing that. He's maybe going to whisper ever so often, send people around you to tell you, hey, what you were doing is wrong. But by the time he's ready and he realizes his people are getting hurt, trust that when he comes at you, there'll be no stone unturned.
That's well said, Keena.
He's going to come.
That's well said. Well said. And that happens to us even in life. Hey, let's say good morning to Tony Paul, who's just entering entering the dragon. Keena, what you said there, that is so true. And it happens in ordinary lives. Like me, for example, you, for example. Sometimes we're going down a particular trajectory, right? That's where we're heading. And the little still voice in our brain tells us, hey, turn back, turn around. What you're doing is not right. Stop. Then now, when your conscience doesn't bother you, God, as you said a while ago, will send you somebody. Yes. Sometimes a child. You remember the guy when he had the guy, he was leaning on his neck. That's in the U.S. The police officer. The big story. The big story, right? Yes. He was leaning on the man's neck. And for about 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Yes. And people were saying to him, people actually recording the incident, that should have alerted him that something's wrong. People are seeing what you're doing. And people are telling him, stop it. What you're doing there is not right. Leave the guy alone. You've done enough already. Can't you see? He's helpless.
On the
They're pleading with the guy, and he's not listening to anybody. until a little child, I think probably maybe a 8-year-old, 9-year-old, said to him, leave him alone, in her own way of saying so. He still didn't listen. So today he's in prison as we speak. Yes, I just thought, there's the big story across the globe.
See what power does?
Yeah.
When you think you have the upper hand, take advantage of the situation, you take advantage of people.
And I like what you said. You have people warning you and telling you, enough. Could be your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. Could be a friend, right? Could be your spouse.
Yes.
Telling you, don't go down that road. Turn around. Sometimes, we go so far and we still have a chance to turn around.
We still have a chance. We always have a chance, to turn back.
Yeah.
It's never too late.
And I think Netanyahu has found himself in that same spot where he's gone so far. He feels now he can't turn around, even if he could.
Even if
he can.
Pride, maybe?
Yeah,
too prideful?
well, of course, you know that.
Could be a thing.
Yeah, that could be one of the major reasons. I think for most of us men, this pride thing. Yeah. So Tony, what's up, man? All is well there?
All is well. Oh, actually, lateness is lateness is just not my thing.
When we used to be in school, Tony, right, and you're late, you had to give an excuse. You had to explain. You had to explain why you're late for school.
Yeah.
So we're listening.
Oh my gosh!
Back in the day, it used to be my mother had sent me on by to something.
That's what, your mother and dad put it on her right now. What happened was.
Oh boy.
Welcome. It's good to have you here.
Thank you very much. Gosh, it's been rough and it'll get even rougher.
Oh yeah, yes. It's that time of the month.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
Good.
Okay.
Oh,
just a quick little question, right? Because I think some of us are so myopic, right? In our thinking, we're not altruistic. We always feel as though if we don't want to give you an edge. I know you guys wondering, what am I talking about? I've come across a few stories, right, where interviews are being done on Rev-Up, and I literally have to edit the story to say that it was on Rev-Up.
Right.
Okay? Now, some of our competitors feel that they don't want to mention our names.
Really?
Yeah, some of our competitors feel that way. Every time I see. So it's for some of them writing the stories, they don't want to say on Rev-Up for whatever reason. So let me just ask you something, because I know for sure I'm trying not to think like that. I have no problem. I've said it already. Openly when we have certain guests there. And again, they're used to their old school, and they will say to you, I don't think I can say that because that's your competitor. And I say to them, no, go right ahead.
Go right ahead.
You can say it. Because that's not going to change the price of coffee. You mentioned our competitor's name here. That's not going to change the price of coffee. That's going to give us one less ad. You understand? Or either more recognition or less recognition. It's no big deal. But we know we just act that way as though we have to protect ourselves and make sure we don't give you an added advantage. And the amazing thing is that we are all friends. We are all friends. We know each other. We greet each other, right? We hug each other, shake each other. But when it comes to this particular matter, we feel that if we say it, so let me get your take on that. How do you feel about that? Bigging up another medium here on Rev-Up. I know for sure.
I'll do it
open,
anytime. I'm open to it.
Mamele.
Not a thing. I'll do it anytime.
Yeah.
I'll give them credit where credit is due, most definitely.
Yeah, you get a clip.
Man.
You get a clip from
And you'll see
Power
where it's
FM.
from.
You
Yes,
get a clip
man.
from wherever, Radio 100, wherever. You just say so. What's the big deal?
Or if you read something from them, you give them, credit to say. I have done it on air as well, and say, okay, the St. Lucia Times or whatever said so and so. So yeah.
Well, St. Lucia Times is not a direct competitor.
Yeah.
Well, I know what I'm saying in other times, right?
Yeah.
If it's something, but you give credit as to where you get that information from.
So let's see if Tony's old school or new school.
A mixture of both. Where I always try to put a little something in there, saying that I understand for when you don't want to do it because it's competition. If we're in competition with other radio stations and you give them credit, people say, "Wait a second, them people steal something from that other." You know what I mean? That kind of way. But I see nothing really wrong in giving the person their credit. This is where we got it from. This is where we got it from. We just say that's where we got it from. It's as simple as that. I remember back in the day, a friend told me, anything that goes out. You see, even me just saying anything that goes out that's out there already. It's for public use. We have no real right to it. Like you say, Andrea and Keena, there's something that says anything you have said on the radio, on the media, you cannot take it back no. Because it's already said. It's out there, So that kind of way. So I feel like we should just give the people their credits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do feel that way. Say, no problem. We got it from this place. We got it from that place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we don't push it too much.
Also, in our conversation, we will say something like, I was listening to Newspin yesterday.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Is that going to if we say that, is that going to take away anything from us?
It may not take away
or add anything,
but it will boost the
But what you can
program.
Also do is, since we're all friends, just send a text message or when you're having a conversation, be like, hey, you know what? Why do you see what happens, see what they say.
But Tony was just saying something that you said it'll boost. Continue what you were saying.
Boost?
It'll boost the person's program.
So you see where we have the problem. This is how we're thinking. That is giving them a boost. Okay, and that means people not listen to us anymore.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Well, okay, well, good, exactly.
They will also
depending on the time of the program.
That's where the program is. Okay, I'll just go listen to that program.
But Tony, what I'm saying, right? Whether we say it or not say it, if the program is already a popular program, we saying it doesn't add anything or remove anything.
It kind of does add
something. What does? What?
Saying that I got it from Newspin.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody.
I listened to Newspin yesterday.
I listened to Newspin yesterday. Somebody might not be crazy about Newspin, and they might say, hey, okay, Newspin have thing, man.
But even so, someone might hear it, and they might not even really resonate with them. It's like, I hear Newspin, or I hear whatever other station, or I'm not beating anybody down, because sometimes if I do read something, it's not like I'm going to go and do a search for that company or something. I just read it. That's where they got it from. That's where they got it from, and I carry on with my day.
Yeah, and if the person's not a fan, or maybe they don't even like those kinds of shows or something like that, that's just me.
Depends on
to
the
me,
individual.
It makes no difference. It doesn't add anything. It doesn't remove anything. We all partners in the business, right? We all talk to each other.
Maybe you should find out.
We call each other. we vibe. Yes, it's true. We're vibing with each other. So what's the problem? But anyway, so much for that.
Where do we find out?
I tell you, it's boosting the person's program. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Well, Andrew Paul listening to. Okay, let me say another one instead of saying Newspin.
Which we just did.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Too much of Newspin mentioned. You know what I mean?
So I'm saying it to us, and I'm saying it to those out there. The Newspin presenter or the What Makes Me Mad presenter, or whatever it is, right?
Don't go for jabs now. You know that's what's going to happen.
No, I'm just saying, for me, it's no big deal. Okay? It doesn't remove anything. It doesn't add anything. That's me.
You know what's going to happen? People will only hear I say, oh, I ain't getting Newspin. I ain't getting Newspin.
In your skin.
You know what I mean? That's what they're going to hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just making a point where I understand why other media, either personalities or other media houses, do not really like it when you mention another competitor.
Tony, on the international stage, I've seen it already. On the BBC, they will say to you, NBC provided this clip. I've seen it already. Okay? They will say it. You have to give it's in writing. No, they say it. They actually say it.
Sometimes it's in writing, depending on the news source.
Because we're all working together. So if you got the thing from that particular source, you have to give them the credit.
As a matter of fact, I'm thinking something here as you're saying this. I rather suspect they say the media house that they got it from, because if they don't, the media house could probably sue them. I'm just thinking.
Well, probably so. Yeah, because you took my stuff. But I'm saying, as it is in St. Lucia right now, we take stuff from one another, and we do not want to give the other station the credit for it.
Yeah,
I know what I'm talking about. It happens.
And even that, it goes beyond just media houses as well. Even we as individuals, and when it comes to posting on Facebook, I've seen where someone copies and pastes something on Facebook and pastes it on their page, and people think it's theirs, and you're like, okay, whatever.
Exactly.
Or maybe a video or something, and not giving credit for it. But in the next couple of weeks or months, Facebook is going to change that.
Oh, really?
You need to give credit where credit is due. They're going to change, and if they realize, hey, whatever, they're going to take it down.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Let me give a big shout out to Linda, DBS and Company. Tristan, what's up? We are on DBS tomorrow as well.
Oh, okay. Lovely.
Great.
Lovely.
Okay.
Beautiful. Maybe when DBS gets the radio station, Tony, we can't be there anymore.
No more. Forget that.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, I.
Forget that.
Okay. The route for Carnival. The Minister for Investment and Culture, Dr. Ernest Tilla, is saying that there's a lot of pressure now being brought to bear on this route, the shock roundabout, because of the size of the bands. And you talk about thousands of people. So where do we go? Where are we going to put the Carnival?
That's the thing.
Remember when I returned after Carnival? And that's exactly the exact conversation I had with Tony.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. The size of the bands.
size of the bands.
And the what's it again? The John Compton Highway.
It's the
there.
route,
Yes,
yeah.
The route and
The
so
route.
on. Yeah, it's becoming too small.
Yeah.
And I believe our carnival will probably only grow because the more we put in it, and we are putting a lot into it, the more, for example, what do you call them? The I can't even remember her name. The people who they're big on social media, the actress, influencers. All right, they now have thousands and millions of followers, and they're posting, "This is where we're at." So it's going to get even bigger.
And the current route just wasn't built for that crowd and movement.
Yeah,
you know,
perhaps.
it has grown tremendously over the
Yeah.
years. So, what the minister says, I applaud him for coming out and saying that. And he's saying, hey, we really need to look at it, because if we don't, logistically, we're going to have problems in the future.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
safety issues and a whole bunch of other things as well can
Makes
come into
sense.
play too.
But Andre asked
So, yeah.
the big question there.
Where do we put the Carnival?
Exactly.
Where do we go from here? Can somebody tell me?
As far as I see.
Final route up north, Grosley.
Uh-huh.
No.
Please.
Change the route somewhere.
Please.
I don't know where.
Millennium Highway.
Didn't they try that already? Didn't they try
No,
that
did
already?
they?
It was mentioned, but I don't think they ever executed.
Millennium Highway might be just a thing.
Perhaps.
For it, you know.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
But where would they
But
meet?
where would
and,
they,
you know what I mean?
where would
Gather.
they
Gather
gather
and
and
all
then
that.
do the turn back?
Right.
How would that work?
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
You can't say Millennium go up the... Nah, that's not safe. That's a safety issue, right? Millennium, but where else?
I remember one time
Like I did
Aso Square.
Millennium?
Tony, you remember Aso Square was tried there one time as well? Down in
Yes,
Cul-de-sac
yes,
there.
yes,
That's right.
And they had to go back up to
Yeah.
the Derek Walker Square. But I just mentioned that in passing. Sorry about that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we have
Yeah.
to... I'm sure the aficionados are thinking about this thing as to where, and maybe we just can't think of some other place for now.
No, wherever...
'Cause
Maybe we'll have to build something.
Yeah.
And don't we have
build a
that-
route.
Actually, we might,
Mhm.
Just thinking about it.
What?
Millennium, go around the roundabout.
Yeah, perhaps.
Because there is a back road in the Bexon area going up that side.
Mhm.
But people coming from... The only thing is like, oh yeah, you still can. I
Mhm.
think you might. Just might.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, people from Soufrière, Ancillary, Marigot, maybe the other way going back. You might. Just
We
perhaps.
may be able to use the Millennium
yeah,
Highway.
just perhaps.
Yeah. So it was mentioned, but
Mm.
we never gave it a shot. I guess it's so much easier for the Castries
Yeah,
area.
the Castries area, yeah.
So much
Yeah.
easier.
Everyone is there. It's easier
Yeah.
transportation-wise and so on. Get into the city, get out of the city.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there
But
are people.
logistically,
Yes.
there's a lot of... Yeah.
And there are people who join the bands in Castries itself. They don't go all the way up to what was the name of up there again?
Oh, we can't do Millennium. The hospital is on that route.
Yeah, so what's wrong with that? Too much noise?
Not too much noise, and not only that.
Oh, emergency.
Yeah, emergency.
Oh, yes.
So that's no.
Ah.
No. There's only one way
Just
in,
imagine.
one way out. No, so that's not
Yeah,
a good thing.
yeah.
No.
That's a tough one, boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Tough one,
certainly.
tough one.
No, that's a
Certainly,
tough one.
certainly.
I guess you're
And
sorry.
even with the highway though, from Mega J to Mega J and
That's
back.
the way I was
And I
thinking,
was
Mega J.
saying to Tony as well, with individuals living along that route, and I said, you know what, logistically, in the event that anything were to happen, a fire or stuff, you know how difficult it would be for them to go there.
Yes.
Go in and out?
We were talking about that.
Yeah,
For real.
there I maybe they have put contingency plans in place, but it just had me thinking, because the carnival is growing and you have people living along that route. In case of emergencies, what happens?
The meeting let's call it a meeting that I attended what they spoke about was on the route. There are emergency, stops and so on. What do they call it? Some comfort stations and all
Yeah,
of that.
for the revelers, but I'm talking about, residents in that area.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes it's blocked off. You can't really go in or come out after a period of time or before a period of time, something like that. Yeah, so what happens is someone were to get ill. Because a lot of that area is just one way in and one way out.
Yeah.
And we haven't really thought about that if something were to happen,
And in Trinidad, I've never been, but I understand in Trinidad it's the highway. What do they call it again?
Yeah.
Spring Garden is Barbados, right? But the Trinidad on the highway, so there's a lot of space. And we know Trinidad, the carnival is big. Everybody gets involved in Trinidad Carnival, and people from overseas, the smaller islands and so on, go to Trinidad to celebrate Carnival. So there is a place for it.
I'm sure they'll come up with something.
Yeah.
Man.
All right. Okay. Ciara, the singer, Ciara.
My goodies.
She has become a citizen of Benin. That's a West African country. Now, this is a huge story. Why? Because Benin, a lot of black people, especially those in America, can trace their roots to Benin. Because, Benin was one of the countries, along with, I think, Togo. Togo was another one, and parts of Nigeria. This is where they would collect the slaves. Okay, there's a point there between Benin, and they take the slaves, the transatlantic slave route, and then it gets to what they call the point of no return. Door of no return. Okay, so apparently Ciara, when did her homework and everything,
Trace her roots.
Yeah, trace the roots,
right?
and it goes back to Benin. So this is where her ancestors came from. Okay, and of course they moved to the Americas, to the Americas. So you have to prove, of course, you have to be able to prove, and they have DNA,
Yes.
they have family records and things like that. So they actually granted her citizenship. So once you can prove that, you become a citizen of Benin.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Now, Benin is a very interesting case because they have been on this mission to apologize and to make good for the wrongs that they committed. Now, wondering what wrongs did they commit?
Selling.
Can you guess, Tony?
Selling.
They were involved. They involved in capturing the slaves, the fellow black brothers and sisters, and selling the slaves. Well, selling their black brothers and sisters to the Europeans, the colonizers. All right. So they're trying to make things right by doing that. But they're not the only ones. Quite a few of the African countries were involved in capturing and selling the black people. So this is one thing about our history we don't like to face at all.
Yeah.
Most
true.
black people, we don't like that. We make a lot of excuses.
Right.
Sorry. We make a lot of excuses saying that, oh, it was a different type of slavery and so on. It's not.
It's not. No.
Okay? So we've been hearing those things for a long time. The role of the African countries in the slave trade. So the role was huge.
It is.
And Benin is basically saying, hey, we did this thing. It was wrong, and we want to make it right. And I think that's what a lot of African
powerful.
countries should be doing as well. And stop. And I know there are people here in St. Lucia who don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
We do not want to. But to actually hear Benin telling you, boldface, we're involved in this thing, and we're trying to change that right now. This, I think, a former president of Benin, he was in Baltimore, USA, and he was at a church service there, and he used the opportunity to apologize to the black people.
Taking responsibility is the first step.
For what they did.
Yeah, that's huge.
It's really, really, really huge. And when you think about it, the way it was done, they captured those black people there, had them in chains,
And even the door of no
fetters.
return, knowing that when you leave, you're not coming back.
You ain't coming back,
You
man.
ain't coming back.
And Ciara is saying she actually
Yes.
went there, all right? That city, Cotonou.
It's heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and she
to get
actually
to that
said, boy,
place,
imagine
right.
I'm here. I'm actually experiencing what it was like to see, almost like, you're moving away and you can see, and there's a certain point. That's it. There's
That's
no,
it.
as you said, there's no turning back. these people are just going to be suffering their fate, and that's it. Wow.
At least that's a start to rebuild what was broken. And him acknowledging, hey, what they did during that time is powerful too.
Mm-hmm. She actually taught the city, Actually taught it. Imagine the experience that she must have
very an emotional one too.
Very, to know that this is where your people came from, right? These are your people.
It's amazing that you're talking about that story, because the first Friday, right?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
So I'm thinking now that it is really, really something, slavery, because Andrea and Keena, to be honest, Andrea knows I don't really care about a lot of things in my life, you know what I mean? And slavery is one of them. Yeah, growing up we heard about it, we read about it, we were taught about it, and maybe not taught everything, as people are saying these days. And it's amazing that we were sold into slavery. Slavery, the thing about understanding slavery is this: you are working for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Today we are working for something, we get paid, but you are working for nothing. And if they don't like the way you're working or you try to rest, they would beat the heck out of you.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to protest, make noise, they would beat the heck out of you and kill you too. I hadn't really thought about all of that, but it's amazing that you're bringing this up today.
You know how many slaves Benin was involved in selling?
I appreciate that.
1.5 million.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Wow.
And they took them, they said what they call it, the bite of Benin. It's spelled BIGHT, the bite of Benin. That's a region which includes the present-day Benin, the Togo, and also parts of Nigeria, and then now to the Americas. 1.5 million. So these are the facts.
I'm wondering if it's a case of, why they want you. Instead of they take me, I'll take you and give you them.
Well, it was just a question of who's more powerful.
It's
who's more powerful, right, at that time there, and better you than me, because when these colonizers come there, they first come there with guns.
Yeah.
So it's either you cooperate, right, you get them for us, that saves us the pressure and the struggle of trying to go and capture them. You do the dirty work, and then we will just either pay you. I know they paid them for it. I don't know if they got paid. That's another interesting question. Whether they got paid for for capturing them. So maybe they give them gold or something. Who knows what it is, or just the pleasure, just the privilege of not being caught, or captured. Maybe that. But listen, when we say 1.5 million, that's 1,500,000.
Yes.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a million. We don't even have that kind of population in St. Lucia.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
When I came in, I was joking. I was going to jokingly say, boy, imagine they had about 1 million people at the bank this morning. People came from all over to make the million. Jokingly, I was going to say that.
I think they said last week the government launched what they call My Afro Origins. That's actually a digital platform that processes the applications. My Afro Origins.
The government of Benin.
Yes. So you can apply and so on. So it's interesting to see how. That's deep. Imagine,
deep,
Tony, that we were to find out exactly where our ancestors came from and so on.
Yes.
Wow, boy. That's so surreal. That's so surreal. My gosh, man.
Ancestry.com does it. Yeah. They send you kits and you do everything.
Right now there's a move afoot, There's a move afoot, especially with this Afric Bank. I think Afric's Bank. They're trying to pump a lot of money in CARICOM, in the Caribbean right now. They're trying to have closer ties. You know what happened recently there with the Nigerian president who was here. They're trying to invest a lot of money. So there's a lot of potential. They say now that people are moving away. Well, we don't have a choice. China and America, they're moving in another direction. America is more inward right now. They're not as altruistic as they used to be, especially under Trump. So now we have to find our own way.
That's been a long time coming, though.
Yeah. So the opportunities are huge there because this is a huge market, and this bank is willing to pump some money where governments in the Caribbean can have access to those funds. Yeah, they're talking about like $3 billion. Yeah,
that's a lot.
So when we're talking about doing things to mitigate the impacts of climate change and so on. You had a hurricane that devastated your country. You can now go there and say, hey, we need some help. We need some help. Because the Caribbean has been asking the more the industrialized countries to basically help them, help us, because we're not the one creating these problems in the environment. You're the ones doing it, so help us. But they say that's been falling on deaf ears for the longest while. They just not responding. It's the same thing like to reparations. They've been asking for so long. And it's like just falling on deaf ears because these countries are so. Listen, I was listening to Donald Trump a few days ago, and I freaked out on that. You know, France is a powerful country. You know, I went to France. I spent. Was it 2 weeks in France?
Really, that long?
Yeah, I spent about 2 weeks in France. And let me tell you, that place is...
It's beautiful. It's huge. It's...
Oh, man. And they're rich. They're rich.
Yeah.
And imagine, Macron said recently that France will recognize Palestine.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay? Will recognize them as an entity, a country. Right? And America for now refuses to do it. And imagine Donald Trump said, yeah, he's a nice guy, Macron. He's a cool guy. I like him. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't count. I said to myself, can you believe that? A country so powerful as France.
Yeah.
And he just dismissed that like it's not. And I'm sure he can. I'm sure he can in the grand scheme of things. Like America is just so powerful that you could just dismiss France.
But isn't France an ally?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. And he just dismissed. He just said, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. I like him. But, it makes no difference. It makes no difference. I remember we were talking last week saying that they're just going to put a 10% levy on the Caribbean.
On the Caribbean. It's a very...
A little drop in the bucket there.
But it adds up, though. It does add up.
We have no real clout. If France... Think of that. France...
And all the Caribbean countries together.
France had no clout. I mean, mess, yeah. A powerful country like France.
Yeah.
And by the way, there's a lady called Candace Owens. She's claiming that Macron's wife is a man.
She's been at it for months, non-stop.
Yes.
They're going to sue her now.
Non-stop.
They're going to sue her.
Yeah, because enough is enough.
Yeah, enough is enough.
For so long, enough is
a
enough.
lot of people use their platforms to belittle people and think, okay, I have the evidence and she's a man and look at this way and whatever. But at some point in time, that individual that you're going after is going to come back. They'll have enough of it.
You again, too young to remember that. Andre, I hope you remember that. You remember this? They said Donna Summer was a man.
Yes, I remember that.
I'm glad you
remember that. Of course.
Donna
There's so many of them.
The disco queen, the queen of disco.
Yes.
You know, a man. And I eventually started looking at Donna Summer. I'm like, Donna Summer was a nice. Did I say differently?
No, I eventually said, and I said differently.
Okay. I eventually had a good look at Donna Summer's picture. A nice looking woman.
She's gorgeous.
Growing up, I thought she was not so good looking.
That's true. That's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
With the lips and everything, I'm like, hey, Donna Summer, you know what I mean? So maybe there's something in there.
That's true.
She's a guy. But yeah, the woman was a beautiful woman, you know what I mean? The queen of disco, man.
Yeah, but some people have, masculine features and so on. And we have to, I don't know why we as some individuals are so insensitive.
I agree, Keena. And I don't know why Candace is going. I like Candace.
I like Candace.
Don't misunderstand me.
Yeah.
I like her. I like what she stands for and so on.
Yeah.
I've listened to her already, and she's really, really an intelligent woman.
Really going at them.
But I'm saying that's none of your business. Why are you going after the people? That's none of your business.
Because what she's trying to say is that, that push that gay agenda, that they did push that gay agenda onto people, on knowing that, his wife is a man and that's why they're together. And if we go back to the Olympics and what happened, she's trying to tie them together and put a piece of puzzle together, and that's what she's doing. But the way she's going about doing it, come on, I can't begin to imagine what this woman is going through on a daily basis, knowing that the world is looking on and be like, are you really a woman or a man? Let me see, and it's gonna be it's hurtful though.
Remember they tried that on Michelle Obama?
Yes, as well.
It's like,
well, that's right. Michelle is another one again. Yeah. And I think there are now rumors, of course, they had to debunk that and say that's not true, that they're going through marital problems and so on.
Right. Yes.
The Obamas. But as I said, this thing there with the man's wife, to me, that's a non-issue. To me, Candace shouldn't get involved in that. Leave that alone. Leave the people alone. But they're going to sue her. They're going to sue her for a lot of money.
Again, thing is, whether he's a man or a woman, or he was a man, whatever, it's still his business or her business.
Right,
Rather.
exactly.
Sorry, her business. And they got together. That's their personal life. They maybe knew what. Leave people alone.
But
Leave the people alone.
Yeah, but be that as it may, to be honest with you, I said to myself, boy, it really takes all kinds in this world, you know. Every bread has its butter or cheese. Which one is it?
Cheese. Growing up, I swear it used to be
Butter. It's cheese.
Well, all of a sudden
Every bread had its cheese. I've always said every bread had its cheese. I'm not sure
That's
about the
in your
butter.
time, growing up.
Yeah. One time,
Our time, every bread have it butter.
every time I said that, and Lily laughed at me so much for saying that. She laughed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we always say about bread and butter.
At least better than cheese.
But seriously, every bread has its, whether it's butter or cheese.
Butter or cheese.
Because I look at that lady, you know, and that, my gosh, man, she's thin. She's thin, extremely thin. I'm not saying she's small, you know. She's thin. I used to look at the little legs and so I say, Missy, but I thought I was bad.
In our world,
I thought I was bad. Yeah, she Meg. And imagine Macron in love with the lady.
Yes.
Yeah, she
That's
gave me a
teacher.
little slap the other day.
Exactly.
You saw the slap she gave
Oh
me the other day?
yeah, on the airplane.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Pie.
It could have been all that frustration with Candace Owens. You never know, boy. You know, you do something about it.
Oh, maybe that's how that's how they roll.
Or maybe it was a playful,
a playful
Yeah.
thing, you know?
You know.
Yeah, slap, you know?
No, but his facial expression after was like, what is happening?
You know,
But
there,
anyways.
there are many, many powerful men. Very, very powerful men. They're winning all battles and so on. And these guys are bad dudes. And they'll come home and the wife will give them a slap.
Is Hillary?
And all
where
they
you
could
come
all they
from?
could say is, boy. All they could say is, boy, you're lucky. You're lucky, you know. And it's a powerful fella. Killing people black is white. And the wife is like, pie.
You know what?
And they wouldn't do a thing. Women, boy.
The wife is boss.
That's right.
You know, when he started, I remember Hillary's song. Is Hillary? Where you come from? Pumping pump.
Anyway, one final thing before we get into the shoutouts. My although I didn't like him recently, to be honest with you, when I saw me say they're supporting Donald Trump, Hulk Hogan I'm talking about.
Oh.
Yes, they're supporting the the usual thing, his signature thing about
Yes.
sharing the shirt and so on. But he died a few days ago,
Yeah.
age 71. And it's funny, you know, what you remember about people. Well, let me just give you the bad and then I'll give you the good. Apparently he was having an affair with his former best friend's wife. And that was recorded. So somebody found the video and they put it online.
Oh,
yeah. And he won. He took Gawker to court. He won $115 million.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He said,
He
this is my
is private. Yeah,
private thing.
man.
But they're trying to expose him.
Yeah.
Right? So he was with his former, well now I imagine his former, at the time it wasn't former.
Wasn't right.
You know, he was sleeping with them as well. But anyway, that's that. But to be honest with you, I first saw Hulk Hogan when I went to the US. That's in the 80s, and I saw Maitman for the first time when he fought the Iron Sheik, right? Because the Iron Sheik was a bad dude. That's when I used to think wrestling was the real deal. So I'm watching this thing. Iron Sheik ain't nice. Okay, Iron Sheik not playing. He's from Iraq. So they say he's from Iraq, right? Now I wonder if he was really from Iraq.
And Sheik was the mustache.
Yes,
right?
yeah. Because you remember, there was Kamala from Uganda. You remember?
Yeah. Black big guy.
Yeah. His name is. They used to call him Kamala from Uganda, or whatever.
Something like that. Right.
And imagine. I drink that like water. I think in the man from Africa, the man from Brooklyn. And the man look like a real African, you know?
Yeah,
they think they come in and his face all painted and everything. So you believe in this is a real deal. So the same thing there with the Iron Sheik. So I thought Iron Sheik was, they say he's from Iraq. Now what do you say? But Iron Sheik was bad, and he used to hold you in a certain hold. He would hold you. I think he sits on your back, and he pulls your neck up or something like that. So everybody's saying, Boji, who can ever escape something like that? And that's when I saw Hulk Hogan fighting him.
Okay.
And of course, the fight gets to the point now where he holds Hulk in that hold, right? So he has Hulk and he's on his back, and Hulk raises himself. That's a bluff, you know.
Oh, what?
That's a bluff. Who could ever come out for something like
You
that?
know what I
Think of that
mean?
logically. Somebody on your back, they have your neck pulling like this,
Right.
and Hulk Hogan gets up from that. And Sheik, you could see the Sheik cooperating with him.
Yeah.
You know, he actually standing there and
That's
allowing
right.
Hulk to come out.
That's right.
And that's when he became WWE champion.
Okay.
I remember
That was all for show, though. I mean,
Wrestling?
these people really, yeah.
Sure. Big show.
I didn't think at the time that you would do better.
Let me tell you.
You didn't know better, yes.
Man, Hulk, he was a real showman. A real show.
And
his
had
name is
so many children trying to go on sofas and try them you're counting 1, 2.
Yeah, man. As soon as you go back to the tree, you know, just raising your hands.
And imagine Hulk used to take on everybody, including Vince McMahon. Remember one time Vince came in the room in the ring to fight as well. Imagine that.
Exactly. Showtime, let me tell you.
Even Donald Trump used to end up walking inside there too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man.
Donald Trump did,
used to walk
yeah.
inside there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't put him in the ring too.
Exactly. Very true.
Oh my God.
Andrew, there was a guy that I'm remembering because when Hulk Hogan died downstairs, you know, we were talking about wrestling. Andrew, it seemed everybody was in wrestling. Janice used to watch wrestling.
Yeah.
Emanuela used to watch wrestling.
Everybody was in that.
So there was this guy, I'm sure you'll remember who it is. He always had his girlfriend next to him, and he would, you know, talk on the mic and so on, and talk powerful and so on. Like I said, his girlfriend was always there. Eventually, I think she used to wrestle too, I believe. I'm trying to remember the guy's
That
name.
was later in. Did he become a movie star after?
Most of them were in movies. I think that guy was he had a cameo role in Spider-Man 1.
Stone Cold?
He was there.
Not Stone Cold?
No,
not Stone
Cold.
no,
Before
I forgot his
Stone
name.
Cold?
He died. That guy died.
He died.
Randy Savage?
No, it wasn't.
No, not Randy Savage.
Yeah, Randy Savage. Yeah, Randy Savage.
I think he's.
Yeah, Randy Savage.
Savage.
Mhm.
But I was thinking of somebody else. I mentioned somebody else.
And his girlfriend used to be in there with him. And
Exactly.
So,
All the time. All his interviews, everything. She's right next to him. You know. So it's Randy Savage. That's the one. Yeah. I thought it was the two guys that I thought of. You know. And I'm like, wait a second. I think that's who we're talking about. But no, you got it right. Randy Savage. Randy Savage. That's right.
Yeah, I remember Undertaker. Undertaker.
Undertaker.
That was huge.
Yes, Undertaker.
Gosh,
and the guy, he always had an urn. He carries this urn. He was his manager. He was his manager. I don't know.
There was Undertaker and there was Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
You know who I thought was with his
the
girlfriend?
Urn would be
The Ultimate
Undertaker.
Warrior.
No.
he didn't
It was
have
Ultimate
that.
Warrior.
No.
I think Ultimate Warrior died as well.
No, I think he did. Yeah.
No, I think this guy died. This guy, Tony, this guy had one kind of body, boy. Wait.
So that's why, yes, you're right. He died.
Yeah, he died as well. A lot of these guys, they die fairly young.
Yes,
The Ultimate Warrior.
yes.
That's right.
Ultimate Warrior
My
died, a
favorite
whole
used to
bunch
be
of
Ric
them.
Flair back in the day.
Ric Flair.
Now, Emanuela hated Ric Flair.
Oh, really?
She said he used to cheat too much. Ric Flair had no body. I remember you were not a Ric Flair fan at all.
No,
Ric Flair had no
He
body.
always used to come with.
Yeah. Ric Flair cheating, man. I'm waiting. Ric Flair can't beat nobody. He just cheating. Is he that used to go, woo? Right?
Yes. I remember the time they had the brothers. What they called again?
I was trying to remember.
Oh my word!
The brothers or the not the Road
The
Warriors,
wacky something.
The Road Warriors.
Right.
The Road Warriors.
Right.
Yeah. There
By
was
the way,
Animal and
Yes.
Hawk.
Ric Flair is still alive.
He's still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
He's still alive.
He's 76.
Yeah. As we said, the Road Warriors, I think one of them died too, you know.
Yeah,
There was
one died.
Animal and Hawk.
Mhm.
Yes,
One of
yes,
them
yes,
died.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Oh my gosh,
My
boy.
gosh.
Anyway, so that's when we were younger. We didn't know
Yes,
better. We just
yes.
believed this thing.
Boy.
Yeah, because sometimes it looks so real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the guys taking real, especially when they climb this thing there
The
and
ring,
jump down.
jump,
Yeah.
right.
You remember Jimmy Snooker?
I remember the name.
Jimmy Snooker would literally fly from the top of the thing and go
Right,
down on
right,
somebody's head.
Okay.
He died as well.
Okay.
Yeah, Snooker died.
Oh.
So Hulk Hogan, 71 man. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, he made his contribution as anything else.
Yes, that's definitely. But Andrew, who used to say, was it Hulk, the same Hulk Hogan that used to say the ultimate puke? Because the Ultimate
No.
Warrior was
No.
popular. You know, and
can't
he
remember,
used
but it
to,
was
somebody
Hulk.
said, you're the ultimate puke.
I remember one of them used to bring a snake in the ring.
I remember that.
I remember that, but I can't remember who it was.
A boa
yeah.
constrictor.
Right.
He walk inside, and when he finished beat you, he put a boa constrictor on you. I know, a real show, you know. That's a real show. I wonder if they still do that well. I don't think so. Maybe everybody's caught up to the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very different now.
No,
Yeah.
it's not the same.
Alrighty, well, let's just say so long to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Another day we shall see you, my brother.
He said that a lot.
We shall
He
see.
said that.
Okay, Tony, let's get into the shoutouts.
Wow.
man.
All right. So good morning to every single one of you who are tuned in. We appreciate the love that you share with us every day on this program.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
We do.
So first off, we say good morning to Josiane, who checked in first
Hey, Josie.
at 10:34.
Josie.
She says, "Good morning from Rev-Up family. A blessed and peaceful day to all. I'm very unhappy with my favorite radio station."
She's probably having some issues there.
Yes.
Yeah, it happens in some people, some areas. I don't know what's going on as to what's creating that problem. We don't know. we have an idea, but there's nothing much we can do about that one.
That's right.
Yeah. And by the way, folks, just so you know, our application for our new frequency, that is still very much alive. We're just there waiting for Ectel
Yes.
to give us the green light.
Yeah.
So NTRC has done their work already. It's now with Ectel, so Ectel has to give us the green light and say to us, hey, you can now have that 95.9, right, Tony?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we're still waiting for that.
Okay.
And there's nothing we can do. We can't force it. Sometimes, to be honest, folks, I try to call Ectel. They're nice to me, you know. They're very nice, but they make it clear, you know, Andre, no, you have to be dealing with NTRC, not directly with us.
Right.
Yeah, that's the way they operate. But they're nice. I will make sure I say that, okay? Yeah.
Somebody wrote George Floyd, but to me it's not Boyd.
George Floyd.
George Floyd.
Correct.
Floyd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one that the guy was on
Yes.
his neck for 7 minutes.
But I was trying to remember the one who was on his neck, the name.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I
so
can't remember the
is the
police
Floyd
officer's name.
you were trying to remember? The
Right,
Floyds? Okay.
that's the guy.
I thought it was the police officer
Yeah.
himself.
The officer is in jail as we speak.
Oh, yeah.
He's in a federal prison.
Oh, yeah.
I think some time ago they even beat him up. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They beat him up badly inside there.
And Albert said it's Macho Man.
Macho Man.
Yeah.
Randy Savage.
That
Macho
always,
Right,
always
Macho
had
Man.
his wife around him.
Yeah,
Right.
Macho Man.
Yes.
But his name was Randy
Randy
Savage,
Savage.
right?
Randy,
Yeah.
same person?
Uh-huh,
Okay.
Randy Savage. Macho Man. Yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage.
You know, he had a cameo in Spider-Man 1.
Really?
Yes, and he was in the ring and Spider-Man was fighting him.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, man.
I can't remember.
Same thing.
Yeah, Macho Man was a hit too.
Yeah.
All right. This person says, "Good morning, Tony, Andre, and Keena. How are you guys doing today? Tim always gives Rev-Up their recognition when he uses a clip from the shows. I feel so good when he does that." Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it very, very much. We do appreciate it. All right. So the next one reads, you have something that you wanted to show? Okay.
Oh, yeah. With the head tied totos.
That's Randy Savage fighting Hulk Hogan there.
Oh, okay. Macho Man.
Yeah, that's right. Randy Savage, Macho Man.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
All right.
Oh, boy.
So we continue. Barbara says, "My favorite people, good morning. Nice having you at home with me. Sounds great. Picture perfect. DBS, rev up yourself." Barbara, here as always.
All right,
Good
Barbara.
She was
morning,
watching
Babs.
us on DBS.
Thank you, Barbara.
All right. And thanks for letting us know that as well. Give DBS their little
Props.
That's right. All right. This one reads, "Good morning, Rev Up. It's so good to be back to reality. Vacation in the UK, you missed track of time. So I missed the programs for 2 weeks. I guess you were here for Carnival. Greetings on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Imagine I had a 3-piece combo at KFC in the UK, and it was really nice. Way better than the one in the United States of America where I live."
You know, I heard people say that? That
one-
depending on where you
Yeah,
purchase
it
it,
tastes
it tastes
differently,
different.
yes.
Do you agree? You agree with that?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
The
Yes.
one in the UK is actually better, too.
Okay.
Really?
Better than
what-
here.
How do
what
you
we
all
have
know?
here.
How do
Yeah.
you all know the
It
difference?
tastes different. It's a different taste. The one in the UK, when I had it, it's not as oily. Yeah, it's not as oily, and it smells differently too, just slightly.
Wow. Okay. Well,
So, she continues to say, "I had not had it in almost a year. Blessed day, everyone. This is Charmaine."
Hi, Charmaine.
hey, Charmaine.
Charmaine.
Nice to hear from you again. I hope all is well with you.
All right. This one reads, "You all don't want to mention South at all. I don't get it.
South.
This is in regards to finding a carnival location.
Oh.
That's a good one. Honestly, that's a good one. Meaning, just saying so. Boy, anyway.
What are you going to say, Tony?
What am I going to say?
About it, yeah. You look like you're going to say something. You look like
no, just the south. The person mentioned about the south of the island. Having carnival all the way there.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think they will. The folks from Castries will want to go all the way down there.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one. But hey, we can consider that on the Cockabell.
It's not big enough.
Oh gosh. But yeah, maybe we can give that some thought as well. In the south, if you fought by the sea there, that road,
all the way,
large enough.
The old air base.
That's right.
And go all the way, all the way, and all the way. There's a lot of road for that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, down there.
Exactly.
There's a lot of road there.
So, our southern listener, you're onto something. All right, this one reads, Tony, if MNR was in a band on the road singing her song, she would have scored some points with Sweetness. This song is good enough for Road March.
No sweeter.
Yeah. All right, the next one reads, good morning, Tony, Keena, and Andre. Andre, Carnival in Labrie will be there. Will you be there? Have a good day, guys, from Tekla L. So,
Andre, would you be there?
Carnival in Labrie. That's
Well,
one we had not even mentioned.
We did yesterday.
Labrie?
The latter part, yeah.
Oh, we did? Okay.
August 2nd, 3rd.
There's, I think, one of the bands there, I think they're having an activity. Is it this coming Saturday? I think it's this coming Saturday. Yeah, I'm supposed to be playing there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Joella's daughter. Yeah, she's organizing that.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to be at the Labrie Court.
Okay.
That's this Saturday. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, have fun. I will. Somebody said Jake the Snake Roberts.
That's right, the
Jake
snake.
the
That's
Snake
right. That's right.
Roberts. Okay.
That's the one that had the snake. Yeah, Jake the Snake, man.
The python.
That's right. That's right. Thanks for the memories, man. Wow. All right. Good morning, Tony and Keena. Thank you, Andre, for today's powerful topic on the Love Zone. As a proud St. Lucian, I am grateful you brought attention to an issue that's too often ignored: marital really?
Rape.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. It was bold, necessary, and deeply appreciated. Keep using your platform to spark real change.
And I want to thank Gina for calling in. Yeah, we really do appreciate that, Gina. The fact that you're taking the time in the diaspora there to call us and to chat with us. That's really cool. Yeah, really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. She was, I remember the first time she ever called any talk show, and that's great, was right here. You know what I mean? And from that time, because once you do it once, Andre, you just open up. You know? You get more comfortable. All right. Good morning, Andre, Keena, and Tony. Blessings to you. Sending shout out to my darling Miss Lucita Jean-Pierre in New York, and everyone listening to Rev Up. This is coming from Zephyrin Mitchell, a.k.a. Zepho of Deriso. What a nice rhyme.
All right.
Yeah. Of Deriso.
Okay. So, Lucita, good morning to you, Lucita. Have a nice day.
All right. Lucita's a darling, let me tell you. All right. So, that was the last one on the WhatsApp platform. So, we go to the Facebook page. 14 minutes after 11 o'clock. All right. Sharon Peter checked in first. She says, happy Tuesday. She liked that so much. Happy Tuesday to the staff at the swim shop in South Jersey. Kim, Janet, Laura, and the beautiful Sharon.
So these are the employees there, right?
It seems so.
Okay, well, good morning, Sharon, and the rest of the staff at the swim shop.
Oh, good morning, guys.
Yes, I. What shall I have there for me to wear?
You talk about, men are not sexy. They'll get you a nice, sexy.
I'm sure they will, yeah.
A nice, sexy swimsuit. Trunks. For men, we just wear the trunks, right? Yeah. So nice, sexy trunks.
Okay.
Sharon, you want to pick that up? Huh? Sharon sent the message. Let me read that again quickly. Happy Tuesday to the staff of the swim shop in South Jersey. Kim, Janet, Laura, and the beautiful Sharon.
I like that.
Sharon, there's a saying, Yeah, don't blow your own trumpet Claudius Francis said, I blow in the whole orchestra.
Yeah. I agree. Because if you have to wait for solutions to praise you, forget it. You only say, solutions only praise you when you die. so you can't hear.
Yes,
You can't hear.
I tell you, boy. Anyway, Pius Snappy Yeman says, good morning.
Good morning, Piers.
Right. Then Dakota McGuire Cleveland checked in saying, good morning.
Morning, Dakota.
Elvin J. Team Workers, as always, the eyes. The eyes.
Morning, Elvin.
Siobhan Matherin says, lovely looking Kiki.
Ah, thank you.
Without the cap.
That was added?
No, I put it in. Lucita
Nancy
Jean-Pierre.
did comment yesterday as well.
Right.
So, yeah.
Lucita Jean-Pierre checked in. She says, good morning, Andre and beautiful Keena. Terrific Tuesday. And you know already, Jerome have to be in there. Jerome, how will you report in chambers? You're late. I tell you, you just gotta love Lucita, you know. Iphigenia says, good morning to all of you. Thank you, Iphigenia Kitwana. Lucita
Good morning, Ivy.
Lucita came right back and said, good morning, everyone on the live and Radio Garden. Share the link, please. Thank you, Lucita, for that as well. Martha's Shop, amazing day. Mr. Andre, Mr. Tony, and lovely Keena. Blessed, wonderful, fantastic day, everyone.
Yeah, Martha's Shop. Have yourself a great day. Yeah, the entire staff there at Martha's Shop in Mon Report.
Right. Catherine McPhee says, good morning, Rev-Up team. Have a glorious day. Thank you, Catherine.
You as well, Catherine, and your family. Yes. And say hello to Mark for us.
That's right. Nancy Graceland Keena, I hope you donated those caps to charity.
That's right.
Nancy, behave thyself, Nancy.
Don't
Good
bring
morning,
this thing back
Nancy. How
again.
you doing?
Don't bring that back
Mwah,
again.
Nancy, good morning.
She added even more.
What she said?
All beautiful comments. She says, you see how pretty you look without those caps?
You see?
And she says, you're welcome.
Thanks, Nancy. Good morning. Mwah.
All right. Clara Sammy, good morning to you. Now, you know, if I were early enough this morning, I would have mentioned that, Andre, West Indies, T20, which is the white ball cricket, Andre, we played 5 matches against Australia. We lost all 5. You know the thing they call the whitewash?
Oh, my
We
word.
got a whitewash from Australia.
Wow. There was a meeting that was held, I think, late last week.
Yes.
Yeah, I think in Jamaica. They said they have a whole bunch of recommendations and so on. And this has been there for quite a while. I guess now they're going to follow up to see because they're really concerned. Yeah, they're really concerned about the poor, the dismal performance of the West Indies team, man.
For me, give them a chance. Give them a chance, man. You know, to build and make things happen. You know, this man just started, you know.
Who are you talking about?
Darren Sanders.
Oh, you mean as a coach?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Give him a chance.
Well, I wasn't thinking of that. I was just thinking of the players themselves.
For the
Maybe-
players.
I wonder if the players are doing it deliberately just to spike him.
I didn't think about that at all. I hope not.
I hope not.
I hope not.
But you never know.
Maybe not, yeah. But, you know, once they're going to clean up, they're going to clean up. Everybody going.
I think they're going to pick up, you know. They're going to
Gosh,
get
I
back
hope they-
to
I
their-
hope they do.
Let's put that good energy out there. They're going to pick up.
Really hope they do. Anyhow, Clara Sammy says, good morning, Rev-Up family. Happy to be alive in the land of the living. Have a marvelous Tuesday, you all.
You as well.
You as
Thank
well.
you, Sammy. Thank you so much for always, listening and viewing and checking us out and chiming in. We really do appreciate that. And we appreciate the fact that you give us this great son of the soil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
And we still hope that he can continue to, he can do well, because he ain't doing so well with the team right now, but we're really hoping that he can do well. And like I said, they don't just, clean sweep and change the whole team, you know what I mean? The team meaning the management team, huh? That's what I was thinking. All right, Alexandrine Lisa says, good morning, Rev-Up family, Paul Brothers and Keena. Blessed Tuesday to everyone. Thank you so much, Alexandrine.
Good morning, Alexandrine.
Lucida Jean-Pierre says, I am praying God give you and friends strength as you're about to lay your sister to rest tomorrow. So, okay, so
Clara?
maybe that's for Clara.
Yes.
I thought that took place already.
Me too.
Clara.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, Clara, sending you love.
All right. She Chubb, Timothy Polion always mentions Rev-Up. Thank you, She, for that.
Thank you. Thank you, Timothy.
We really appreciate that.
You see, there's a guy, forward thinking.
Lucita Jean-Pierre says, Jerome, où y va? Meaning I reach. Yes. She says for sure. Then Clara Sammy says, Lucita, thanks to you. I appreciate it. That simply means that it is true. She'll be, her sister is still not buried as yet. All right. Timothy, speaking of Timothy, not Timothy Polia, but Timothy Lupin says, even with the major next works, okay, maybe you meant network. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
So even with the major networks such as CNN and MSNBC, they quote other media houses, example, BBC or New York Times.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Weste Duet says you have to give credit where it is due. You must recognize the original organization. Weste Duet, the Chloe Bailey, right? The influencers. When I was struggling with that. Thank you so much for that. Chloe Bailey is the one I was trying to remember.
Oh.
Right. And the influencers, which Keena set me straight. Lucita came back and says, good morning. You were missed. Hope all is well with you. All right. Yes, Lucita. Business. Weste Duet, take the Carnival to the south. Another one rooting for the south of the island. Mervyn Shallery says, good morning, everyone. Weste Duet says, Lucita Jean-Pierre, good morning to you. Ma'am was a little busy. Weste Duet, we need to talk about it. Christine Joseph says, I love Newspin and have been listening since Timothy was on Radio Caribbean and the name was different. I listened even being out of St. Lucia for many years. Very informative, very interesting, and Timothy is a great host. All right.
How you feel about that, Toy?
Yeah, lots of, let me tell you, man, a lot of experience. You know, you can tell. I had the pleasure, TP, good morning to you. I had the pleasure of working the same place that Timothy worked. In fact, where he's right now. All right, doing Newspin. And I saw the preparation that went into him doing that hour and a half or so show. Congrats to you, my bro. All right? Because I didn't know, you know what I mean? I just hear him on the show. But yes, a lot goes into preparation. Andre, Mid starts this program 12:30. I used to leave there at 10. Mid reach there for 10 o'clock, yeah?
You see that?
Yeah. So big time, big ups to you, TP. Big up you, man.
Yes, I.
All right. So Weste Duet says, that's why I said Rev-Up St. Lucia is a station with a difference. The kinds of topics being discussed, and this is a very deep topic. Christine Joseph says, oh, yes. Christine says again, he actually listened to the show. All right. We appreciate that. Yeah, I know. He kind of says that as well. All right. Now, this is a new one because I ain't recognize that name. I have to spell the thing out. Cuales. Nelz.
That's the first name?
No, it's her first and last name.
Oh, okay.
The Cuales, and the last name is Nelz.
That'll be Nals. For the last name, I'm not sure about the first one.
I tell you.
Wow.
Well, Nals says, here's another take on the slavery story.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear that.
What if those who became slaves symbolize Joseph in the Bible? Sold into slavery, but are now positioned to save their people. Wow. I'm sorry that slavery happened, but I'm thankful to have been born and raised in the Caribbean. That's what the person said. All right.
Thanks for chiming in.
Right. West West says
Appreciate it.
we have a deep history as a race, as a black people. West West, France again built their wealth on on Africa or the African trade, whatever. All right. That's what West West says. Timothy Arthur, great show, family. I love it. I'm always entertained and educated. Candace is also saying that saying that the ages or the age gap was between Macron and his wife is very large, especially when the relationship started when he was 14 and she was 39. Keep it up, please. Really? He was 14 and she was already 39?
I remember that one.
Well, what happened was that ain't my business.
I agree.
All right. So West Edward kind of corrected a little piece and says, I meant on the blacks of Africa. So there's a little, a little mistake there, and they try to correct it. Right. Eva Blake says, Mike. Okay, Mike McMahon.
Nick McMahon.
Mick. There was a Mick.
Nick, not Nick.
Vic.
Oh, Vic or something. I don't know.
Sorry.
Vince.
Vince. Right. All of us are trying to figure it out.
Yeah, Vince McMahon. Vince
I got
McMahon.
thrown off a little bit there.
He
Yeah,
just
Vince
says,
McMahon.
Mike McMahon. Wait.
Vince.
Septima Joseph says,
I've
good
been
morning. West Edward, I
Morning.
really wanted to contribute to Andre's sex topic this morning. Peter Gillard.
It wasn't a sex topic, it was about rape.
About rape. Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah, very different.
Good morning, Rev-Up family, and that is from Peter Gillard. Good morning, Rev-Up listeners, viewers, and crew. Remember, always maintain a positive mind and live a positive life. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you so much for that, Peter Gillard. Christine Joseph says Americans do not season properly. Oh, I guess, okay. So Americans don't season properly.
You mean the chicken
That
KFC?
their Kentucky smell fresh. Okay.
But I thought that was like pre-packaged.
A kind of way.
Like
because
you don't have a choice. That's why I'm saying, well, why do people say
seasonings are prepackaged
one
and they
place,
have
one
to.
place tastes different? I don't understand. It's already a pre-packaged thing.
Yeah, but I guess maybe, I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
what the amount that goes into,
Yeah, maybe
coating
so.
of the chicken and stuff
You
like
know,
that.
I have AI on my phone. Let me ask AI.
AI, go on.
What's the secret?
Okay, go.
That
Ask,
secret
while we
recipe.
wait.
Let me
Yeah,
see that.
go,
Yeah.
go.
So
do
while
that.
you do that, let me just continue here. Arthur Charles, good morning to you. I met him yesterday in town. Arthur says, good morning, folks. Today is the birthday of the following persons. Former Speaker of the House, Mr. Matthew Roberts. Happy birthday, Mr. Roberts. Also, Silas Wilson. Okay, Silas Wilson celebrates his birthday
Happy
today.
birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Silas.
And also it's the wedding anniversary of Mr. and Mrs. Herman Gill and Kimberly Francis. All right.
Hey.
Oh, happy
So
anniversary.
they're celebrating the anniversary.
Yes.
Did they say how many years? Because they've
No.
been together for a long time.
Let me see. He says also, John, no, that's the other person he gave the years. He says, so once he was done with Herman Gill Francis and his wife Kimberly Francis, he says, also John and Lucille Emmanuel, 35 years of marriage.
Wow.
Clara,
Happy
congratulations.
anniversary.
Congratulations and happy anniversary. Two of my sisters, this is from Clara Sammy again, two of my sisters passed. One was laid to rest on Sunday and the other one is on Wednesday.
Oh,
Thanks
my.
for the love, everyone. Yeah,
That must be a very,
wow.
very tough time.
Wow. All right, Clara.
Sending you love, Clara. Mwah.
Yeah. Andre, I have
What
two more
did
to
you
go. You
find?
ready?
Nothing to beat AI, you know.
Just before you go, I have two more to go and they're pretty short. TP and AP, my brothers, Rev Up. That's from Gemini. Hey, my boy Bunya Compton. Hey, Bunya, good morning. And Gemini Compton, Bunya, he says, Bunya in the house. So thanks,
Hi,
Bunya.
good morning. What did you find?
Not even AI knows.
No, exactly.
That's what AI said. The secret recipe of Kentucky Fried Chicken KFC is a closely guarded trade secret. However, what did AI saying? However, it is rumored to include a blend of 11 herbs and spices.
That's it.
all we know
That's
already.
all we know.
Already.
That's all we know.
Some speculated ingredients include salt, obvious. Obvious.
That's why you were cracking up like that.
Thyme,
Oh my gosh.
basil, oregano, celery salt, black pepper, mustard, paprika, garlic salt, cayenne pepper, other preparatory ingredients. The exact recipe remains a mystery, known only to a select few within the KFC organization.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, yes.
Got it.
That is
Yeah.
amazing, boy.
Yeah, man.
Not
That they
even
can
AI,
keep
no.
something secret
for
like that.
so long.
All
Secret
listeners,
recipe.
Yeah.
That's right.
And nobody, even frying chicken at home, no matter what you try, you get all the ingredients mentioned, the list of ingredients. It
Can't get it
still
right.
does
Not
not
like KFC.
taste the same.
yeah.
Can't get it.
Except when it's done by our late grandmother.
Finger cutting.
She looked finger cutting good.
Oh my goodness.
She was the best. Her fried chicken was the best, man. I don't know what she used to do, but it tasted the best.
Yeah, she
Oh
was
my
so good.
gosh.
She was just, Andrea, she was so good.
Yeah.
Cooking, the baking, gosh, man.
She was a class act.
What?
Alrighty.
And you know, mentioning Timothy Polio, just quickly, Andrea, mentioning Timothy Polio. He himself can tell you that because he used to come and check Andre first.
Yeah.
And when I came back, you know what I mean? Then we became friends and all of that. But this man used to come and check Andre. And my grandmother would give him the little cake and juice and thing. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Andre, he always
and the
remembers
iced
that.
tea.
Oh, God.
The iced tea.
That's his
iced
favorite
tea.
thing.
Yeah.
Man. So he always remembers that.
Imagine you have a parent, right? Who not only checking for you, checking for your friends.
Yes, exactly.
Serving your friends.
That's right.
I mean,
My
my
mom
mama-
did the same as well.
Mhm.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay.
I thought
that
the
is
mom was-
amazing.
Yeah.
You go, listen, sorry, I go to some people's home today, not even water.
No, my
I
mom
get in.
did the same.
Isn't that right?
In high school,
You
my
go to some-
friends came home for lunch.
You go to certain
Yeah.
friends' homes. You there. Not even water you get
Can't
in.
we, Pioneer? Yeah.
That's true.
Not even water you get in.
In fact, the thing is, my understanding is they're waiting when you leave to serve the food. So, cuma mai sa pa ale lakai.
No, sometimes when they can't take it anymore. Sometimes when they can't take it anymore, they're serving the food, but you ain't getting it.
Really?
Up to me already.
What?
A guy was fixing my vehicle back in the day. Okay? Now it was like lunchtime, 12:30. Now you could see they want to, but the guy they're fixing my vehicle. I can't move. I'm just there waiting for the guy. I don't know what happened. His girlfriend can tell him, how to say, Monsieur Ishmael. She give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, I get
You ain't get
jacked.
nothing?
I get jacked.
Ouch.
I was there. I said, Mister. So probably they couldn't take it anymore. They couldn't take it. So,
Wow.
I overstayed my welcome.
And how back in the day, some grandparents knew how to share,
Mm-hmm.
you know, even portions and so on. Whatever little that they had, they made sure everyone, even the guests, got some from it as well.
Yeah. And sometimes
Everyone got a little bit.
And sometimes they'll take your food and give it to a
Yes.
stranger.
Yes.
Yeah, food. Yeah. Ah, boy, gone are the days. Like I said, you go to some people's homes right now, I say, not even a glass of water they're offering you. Yeah. And people know about how to treat people and so on, to offer them a little drink. I always have apple juice at my house. I don't have rum, but I have apple juice. Would you like some apple juice? Yeah, I offer you that.
I must do that. Just keep some kind of juice there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I always have stuff
I
at home.
always
When
have apple
someone
juice
comes,
there.
I'm always giving.
And I'm glad
Yeah.
some time ago you brought it up. And I'm like, you remember I said that? Like, we people come at my home, I ain't offering you nothing. I think usually,
You do the same thing?
except you asked me. Can I get some water?
So wait a minute.
Like, oh yeah,
you
okay.
grew up in a house where your grandmother
yeah,
was,
Believe it or not.
and you.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your reason? I want to know. So maybe.
It's conversation, we're chatting away and thing, and just never crosses my mind that I should
Oh,
offer you
okay.
something.
So maybe
I
for the
swear
other
to you.
people, that's maybe what's happening.
Yeah, I swear to you. You just come and we just chatting and thing, and never crossed my mind. But since you brought it up, one of my partners, remember John T?
Mm-hmm, of course.
Not John T that Calypso, you know?
Oh, somebody else? Okay.
Yeah, man. Partner, we used to call him John T.
Mm.
Mate came home and Andre made absolutely certain I offered him something. Absolutely certain, and he was happy to accept. So I need to do that. Put some juice there or something, because I ain't a juice person, so.
Yeah, I always have a bottle of apple juice. Anybody comes to my house will tell you, always there. I'll offer you.
So
Would you like some apple
you don't
juice?
drink it?
No, at all. I just leave it there.
I
You
always
serious?
have something, and if the person is there whilst they're there, I'm going to prepare something to eat.
Eat and so?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Maybe fish cakes, maybe a one pot, something. Yeah, my mom raised us that way. Like, yeah, somebody's there, you offer
But
them
if the
something.
person, if you know the person coming,
No. If the person is there and I realize 15 minutes, 20 minutes, they're still there, I'll offer them something to drink and then I'll try to go get
15 minutes, 20 minutes, I tell you, go at your home, mama.
You know if someone is gonna stay longer, So you go whip up something really quickly, yeah.
Okay, so we got to wrap things up.
Yes.
So it's time to go. Up next we have Rev Up the Homegrown.
Homegrown, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
that's
yes.
until what 12:30.
12:30, yeah.
12:30. Then Keena. Then what you have coming up?
Experts are urging caution on letting babies
Who's urging
cry.
caution? Who?
Experts.
Oh, experts. Oh,
Urging caution on letting babies cry out. They say that's a problem and parents or guardians should not do that, because what they're doing is that they're raising the stress hormones in the babies and cortisol spikes and stuff, and in the long run it affects that child as they grow.
I'm glad you
And-
said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say that you're spoiling the child by picking the child up.
Yeah,
Bam,
but
bam,
it
bam,
affects their
pick
brain
up.
development when you actually let them cry out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids get restless.
Yeah.
Get restless after a while. I mean, you want to get a break. That's true. You get a break, but the kids you could see they moving their legs, their arms, because they just get restless. I pick them up. I have no problem doing that. Picking them up. Yeah, my
Me
pleasure.
neither.
My
Me
pleasure.
neither. My
I pick you
pleasure
up.
to pick up a crying baby.
Yeah, I pick you up. Yes. So yes.
As well, drive safe, live safe. We're focusing on distracted driving. We also have the hit of the day, the Rev-Up St. Lucia News with Andre Paul. And not only that, Caribbean leaders celebrate a major climate win at the International Court of Justice. So I'm going to talk about that as well.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so stay with us. Keena, Tony will be with you Tony will be until about 12:30. Rev Up the Homegrown. Then Tony takes a break. Keena continues now until 3 o'clock this afternoon. From 3 until 6 is going to be Zen the DJ. And folks, it's Tuesday. That means Doctor in the House this evening from 6 until 7 with Dr. Leonard Suraj. I'll be here, God willing, to ensure that everything goes according to plan. So this has been Hard Drive for today with the compliments of Rambali's Funeral Parlor, JJ's Paradise, and Joseph Shipping Agency. Joseph Shipping Agency, the only agency in St. Lucia with 24 hours efficient service. When everyone else is asleep, we are awake. Call Joseph Shipping Agency at 484-8888. That's 484-8888. Now, at JJ's Paradise, we are offering day pass specials for adults at a cost of $75 EC dollars and children $45 EC dollars, which includes pool access, one free drink, lunch buffet style, and dessert. Your favorite? Ice cream. Children over 12 years will pay the adult price. Book a room for an additional $165 from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 721-7693. That's 721-7693 to book a day pass at JJ's Paradise today. Towels are not provided.
In moments of loss, finding comfort and support is essential. At Rambali's Funeral Parlor, we understand that every life is unique, and honoring that life is our mission. Our dedicated team is here to guide you through every step, offering personalized services that reflect the cherished memories of your loved one. From traditional funerals to modern celebrations of life, we provide a range of options tailored to your family's wishes. Whether it's a simple service or an elaborate tribute, we ensure every detail is handled with care. Let us help you create a meaningful farewell, honoring the legacy of your loved one. To learn more about our services, call 758-452-2021 Castries, 758-454-9239 Viewfort. Visit us at www.rambalisfuneral.com. Rambali's Funeral Parlor, where memories are cherished and love is everlasting.
You said you wanted a station to rev up the nation. And we heard you. Rev Up St. Lucia, here for you. 97.1 FM, the Alpha of